Three gaming stories collided at once today. Pragmata is finally out, and if you're planning to jump in on Xbox, there's a solid discount waiting for you in the pinned comment. Here is why all three stories matter. First, Pragmata is finally out. After years of delays, Capcom's sci-fi action-adventure is now live, and that instantly makes it one of the biggest launch stories of the day. What makes Pragmata interesting is that it does not look like a standard action game. The Hugh and Diana setup gives it a very different identity from the usual run-and-gun formula. One character handles the direct action, the other changes the flow of combat through hacking. That shooting and hacking mix is the real question around the game now. Not whether people were curious, they clearly were. The real question is whether Pragmata actually feels fresh once players get their hands on it, or whether the mystery around the game was stronger than the final result. And if you're planning to play Pragmata on Xbox today, don't pay full price if you don't have to. I dropped the current 21% off Xbox deal in the pinned comment. Use that before the price moves. Now to the second story, and honestly, this one is rough. Call of Duty. Warzone Mobile is shutting down today. For a game tied to one of the biggest names in gaming, that is a brutal ending. A major franchise, short life, and now a full stop. This is the kind of story that instantly makes people ask what actually happened. Was it the launch? Was it the support? Or was Warzone-style gameplay simply never the right fit for Warzone? That is what makes this bigger than a normal shutdown story. When a small mobile game disappears, most people move on. But when Call of Duty shuts down live 5 minutes fast, it becomes a much bigger conversation about expectations, execution, and whether the product ever had a real long-term future. For players, the message is simple. Warzone Mobile is shutting down, and that makes this version of the experience over. And now the final story, Call of Duty. Modern Warfare from 2019 is now on Xbox Game Pass. This is one of those editions that does not need a complicated explanation. A recognizable Call of Duty game just landed on one of the biggest subscription services in gaming. That alone is enough to get attention fast, and for a lot of players, this becomes one of the easiest downloads of the week. If you never played it, this is your easiest way in. If you did play it, the question becomes whether it is worth coming back for the campaign, the multiplayer, or both. That is what makes this story different from the Warzone Mobile one. One Call of Duty story is about a game shutting down. The other is about a game getting a fresh life through Game Pass. And that contrast is exactly why today felt so busy for gaming news. You had a long-delayed sci-fi game finally launching, you had a Call of Duty mobile game dying, and you had another Call of Duty title getting pushed back into the spotlight through Game Pass. And one more thing, if Pragmata is the story pushing you to buy today, check the pinned comment first and use the Xbox discount link before paying full price. So now the question is yours. Which one matters most to you today? Pragmata finally launching, Warzone Mobile shutting down, or Modern Warfare landing on Game Pass? Links to the full breakdowns are in the description.